6 years now. And look at that nail, you guys. And it doesn't bend. If you see some ratchet bending her 1, 2, 3 go, that's because girl don't know what she's doing. Look at that. How are you going to bend that nail? It's made out of gel. Girl, please. Girl, bye. But look at that, you guys. And now the XXL come in 3 different shapes. They come in pipe, which is this long oval.
Hey you guys, so I just got a quick delivery from Enailcouture. This is the 1, 2, 3 Go nails in XXL stiletto, or it's supposed to be. So I'm gonna open it. I had to put this file over it to cover my address really quick, but as you can see, it's unopened. All sales are final. And what I'm gonna say is that this will be my final time ordering from Enailcouture. If you heard in my previous videos, I was a huge fan for the last 2 years. I started getting into nails about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. Learned about this company by someone at Sally's Beauty Supply in my area and immediately fell in love, and I've been ordering since then. But when I posted my last 1, 2, 3 go video just to show my experience that I had with them bending, apparently the owner got a hold of the video somehow and went on a rant on social media bashing the video and talking mess. And I thought it was a little...
Not just me, but everybody here have worked on the 1, 2, 3 go XXL so long, and it's so rewarding to see it finally finished, and everybody love it.
That's awesome. I want to see what they look like on.
I know, I can't wait. What was it I was gonna say too? And yesterday someone told us that like somebody did a bad review on the 1, 2, 3 go, and I looked at it. I like briefly watched the video because I really don't want to like buy into that kind of stuff. And the girl did not have everything you need to do them. And I was like, she has no idea what she's doing. So I was like, bye, Felicia. She didn't even have 1,000 views, and it had been 2 weeks. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna watch the video for 3 minutes so that way she can get her AdSense coins. Bye, Felicia.
and cost for and stuff, and I'm gonna go into detail about that in a little bit, and I will post the clips there. But this will be my final order from them, just due to that it was super just a shock and unpleasant experience. But let's jump into this really quick, and then I will tell you about what happened. All right, so I just took it out of the package. This is what it is. I got a pink invoice. That's new. I mean, I've been seeing the invoices, but they're usually white. Anywho, I placed this order. I think they came out December 21st, Saturday. So I purchased them early in the morning that day, but then with the holidays and stuff, I think that's why it took a second for them to ship out, because usually I get my stuff in about 3 or 4 days, and that's from Arizona to Washington. I'm more like the Seattle, Washington area. So this just came out, this product. It came out in 3 different styles. As far as the extra long or XX long edition, there's stiletto, coffin, and pipe long. And according to Max, these are double the length, or just about, of the standard ones that came out about 2 or 3 months ago. The price for these are $14.99. They can be found on the Enailcouture website. Let's look at these really quick. You get a little card. And then these are the nails. So this will be like my first impression. I'm in the process of taking off this set. I know I should be soaking it off, but I'm terrible. I like picking, so. And then I'm like working on this set. It's all icky. I've been eating and doing stuff, but I started on this nail, but that's what you're gonna see, my crazy nails. All right. So it looks like you get the 12 sizes as usual. I think he said these are wider. These are gonna be wider nails. First impression, this reminds me of, there's these long tips that I used to buy off of Amazon and I think AliExpress when I wanted longer tips, and I would glue this part midway and then be able to do my clients' nails who wanted longer nails. I'll try to find an example of it. It doesn't have a name though of the company. I just know I used to buy these super long tips. Let me fix my camera. So anywho, these are supposed to be wider and longer. So these look like the 12 sizes. If I'm correct, I think you get 25 of each nail. I'm gonna test this out. I'm usually a 0 on my thumb. So, okay, so that fits. I do like the length of them. They're super long. Like, I think he referred to them as stripper claws. So they definitely are along the stripper claws. It does look like it has a bit of an apex. Sorry, my nail looks terrible, but this is a sculpted A-press nail in stiletto long that just came out Cyber Monday. I think that's the date it came out. So this is this apex and this is that. So it looks like it could possibly have a good apex. It looks a little sculpted, like the C curve. It looks like it has a C curve there. I mean, I won't know if it bends until I actually put it on, which I will, but this is just first impression or whatever. And I'm gonna grab the standard size just to compare really quick and show you what it looks like. Alright, so this is the clear stiletto that I purchased about a month ago, maybe a little over a month ago. I also have these in Eternal Beige. Actually, let me correct it because someone tried to come on my page and, I don't know, maybe question what types of nails I had because they said he didn't come out with stiletto at the time. So this looks like a stiletto to me. Usually most people will market it as a stiletto. But on his site it's almond. The shorter standard size is almond, but to me it dang near looks like a stiletto. So I think when I had posted a video before about these in Eternal Beige, I was referring to it as stiletto and someone got confused or, you know, wanted to confirm it was really his product. So yes, it is his product. I just happen to call it stiletto because it looks like stiletto. And when you look at this, it kind of, I mean, you know, I mean, this is a teeny bit sharper, but it looks like stiletto to me. Anywho, these are both 0s. So, looking at it at first glance, it does look like this is a bit wider than the original. I don't think they're double the length, or doesn't look like it from here, because he said they're about double the length. So this looks like right here. Maybe it was like right here. Maybe it's like a fourth of it, one length and a, I don't even want to say that's half because half would be here. So maybe it's like a third, one length and a third. I'm not good with math stuff, so you guys figure it out. But looking at it, that does not look like double, because double would be like right there. So that's double if you were being technical. But anywho, this is how a standard 0 would fit on me. So I do feel like this is a little wider because this one, I like, you know, I can set it down, but I do put a little bit of pressure on it to get it to fit from sidewall to sidewall. And then right here, it just, bam, it goes right in. There's not really a lot of pressure there. So it's unfortunate, like I said, with what happened with everything, but because I was looking forward to these and counting down, and even if he was gonna like redo these ones, I was like excited. This, I don't know why he keeps trying to act like I was lying or something. Like, I don't know. Right here's the cuticle part, but once you put this on, like this original, it was bending, like, you know. Well, it's hard to do it. It's not, I can't hold it and bend it right now. I'd have to put it on my nail. But There was nothing false about what I said. It was my experience, and it could have been that I received a bad batch. But they were bending. Like, I have no reason to trash anyone's brand. You know, I hope we all win and are successful in life. And I had been using his product for a while. So, I know some people tried to comment and say that you're supposed to add, one person told me acrylic, which I thought that was ridiculous because if it's a soft gel nail surface, why would I add acrylic? Because then now it's acrylic nails and I might as well do acrylic nails, a full set. And then someone else said hard gel. And then to me, that's like, well, if you're adding hard gel, then why is it a soft gel nail surface? And my thing, I know people said you could just add a layer. And with my experience, I think I explained in the video, he had mentioned you could put 2 coats of like base coat or more and top coat. And I did do that, as well as I put on Daily Charm strengthen gel, and still nothing. I even painted under the nail to add strength, and that didn't work. But I knew what I could have done. I explained it, that if you were planning to use it, what you should do in order to get these to work for you. But I don't know, I feel like he tried to go back on that and kind of, you know, take away my credibility or act like I was doing it wrong when I wasn't. But I did it off of his demos, and in his demos he was literally putting on the nail and that was it. Like, he wasn't putting anything. He would put the nail on, he wouldn't even cut it down, and then he would start decorating. So, and the fact that it's called 1, 2, 3, go, I would think it's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, go, like a quick service, not you sitting there and having to, you know, reinforce stuff. But anywho, this, from a side view, this looks like this has the same C-curve. It looks like it does. I don't know. Let me see if I can find the longer tip that I was talking about, though. One second. Okay, we're in luck. I found it. So it doesn't have a name, but I ordered this from like AliExpress or something, like from China. And this is a number 4. So I was saying this tip kind of reminded me of that, to be honest. Where is the nail at? Okay. It's clear, so it's hard to see. So this is the 1, 2, 3, go XXL stiletto. And then this is like the China brand, or I don't know what brand it is. But anywho, this is a 4, so it's not going to be as big. But if you look, wow, they're actually the same length. I think, well, this looks a little longer. It looks, I don't know. They kind of look almost the same. It could just be this little tip right here that makes it look longer. But off top, the difference I noticed, this is way more clear than this. And then this has a well on it, or it looks, well, it still looks like a full well to me. Whatever. But before, for my clients who wanted really long nails, I would like glue it halfway or cut this off and go like that. This is super bendable, but this is the one from China. This isn't as bendable as this one. So this is a little more sturdy than that, but it looks the same. Like, I don't know. Not like the exact same, but I don't know. Like, they just made a bigger and better version of that, the China version. Well, yeah. So that's just my quick first impression out of the box. I will prep my nail and install it really quick to give you an idea. So give me a couple minutes. Let me get this little leftover glue off, and then I will talk about what it feels like, or go through the process with you. Alright, so what I've done is I've gone ahead and prepped my nail. I did roughen the inside of this, and then with the prep, I didn't use the Enailcouture primer or dehydrator. I used the Opre, which are the best products in the world right now for this kind of soft gel service, in my opinion. But I am going to take the Enailcouture base coat, and I'm going to put a thin layer on my nail, and then I will add it in here, hold the light to it, and then we'll see what happens. One second. All right, so there's a layer of this. Gonna pop it in. And just so you know, I am using the lamp currently, but won't be. It's a good lamp though, but I just don't want to advertise negativity. So here's the nail. I'm just covering a layer, but I know they said make it thicker at the base part. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, in the middle. Sorry. I think that's too much actually, but I wanted to be sure. And I'm gonna use, I do have the flash cure lamp from the company, but I'm gonna use Wildflowers flash cure light for this. So I am going to set it close to the cuticle and press down, rock it up. Can you wipe that gel right there? Wipe it. Sorry. Okay. Okay. Hold the lamp or the turn light on. Thank you. It's my daughter helping. I think it's about 10 seconds or so. You just want to make sure there's no air bubbles. So it looks pretty good. I can turn that off. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the lamp to cure a minute or two and then check it out. All right, so this is on. This is what it looks like. I hope I didn't do that crooked. It looks a little weird to me. But, yeah. This is a sculpted A-press nail. This is an Enailcouture nail. At first impression, this is not bending. So, like I said in my other video, when I said he might come out with something that was more improved, maybe this is the more improved version. I did see a video where he was trying to bend this nail and was saying it doesn't bend, which I don't think it's fair because the nail that I was bending in my video was the smaller version. And we don't know what he did differently to that, so I don't know. I feel like to try to discredit my review, that was a little bit ridiculous. But so far it does have a nice sculpted look to it. It does feel pretty sturdy, even up here. I wouldn't wear it this long. I want to get to this level, but I'm not there yet. I'm probably like, maybe more right here. So I'll be cutting it down to a stiletto. That's like about right here. But I'm just at a point where the A-press or après long was, this is not long enough for me. But this is too long for me. But only by a little, just a smidget. I will probably work my way up to these later, but I do type and sometimes it's hard to get, my fingers get stuck in the keyboards, like under the keys sometimes. So that's why I won't wear them too long. But yeah, so first impressions, these look good. I think he did a better job with these ones, or maybe I just got a good batch. But like I said, this is a whole nother nail than what I did my review on. So, but like I was with my first impression of the 123 Go Eternal Beige almond nail, I liked it at first, and then over time, like after a couple days, maybe in a day or two, I noticed it was bending. So I'd have to wear these for a while, see how they feel, and just with my daily, you know, routine or any water or something, would it make it bend? Because like I said, the way I found out mine were bending is when I took a shower and accidentally hit up against my skin and my nails were just bending and flexible. So I would need to wear these for a while. I'm in the process of removing this set, so I will put a full hand on later. and do an update for you guys. Or you're welcome to leave some comments and questions, and I'll do like a part 2 of some stuff. But yeah, so far so good, but that's a first impression, so I'll let you know if I notice anything else. Also, I do want to mention that I think Après is supposed to come out with possibly a new longer length. They said there was a new product announcement coming like January 1st or 2nd, and then like towards the end of the month. So I don't know what that is or whatever, but they were supposed to be dropping some previews or something. I'm hoping that it's for an extra long nail, because I swore they said they were working on something. So I'm looking forward to it being a longer nail. Also, Ugly Duckling, I don't know if you guys shop there or if you are a fan, but I do love some of their stuff. I have some of their stuff as well. Well, at least their brushes. But I've been looking at more stuff from them. They are coming out on New Year's Day with a system like this. It won't be soft gel exactly. It'll be more a plastic tip, kind of like Wildflowers, the review I did on that. So I will be ordering those, assuming they don't sell out before I do get to the website. But I have my reminder set, and I will be purchasing those, and I will do a review for you guys on that as well, just so that you have options. Also, someone told me about a company called Extends in the comments. I would like to purchase from them, but their nails look a little shorter than what I'd like. I still might get them. I'll see. I did purchase something from their site that I'll do a review on soon. I think it comes tomorrow, so stay tuned. It's like a little finger holder, and I'm wondering if I can use it for my gel services, if my clients can press down and I can lay down the nail and hold the light at the same time. I'm hoping it frees up my hand, or at least allows me to do my own nails, maybe. I don't know.
I know. Michelle said that was me who found the review, and I thought that's not right.
Yeah, totally. I looked it up yesterday, and I guess somebody had emailed us about it too, but we don't pay like too much attention to negativity. And the girl, she obviously didn't know what she was doing. But she's used a lot of our products, which is really strange. But she didn't purchase everything you're supposed to purchase to do them. And she was like, they bend, and I was like, well, they are made out of soft gel. I mean, they're not.
Right.
They're supposed to be flexible.
Yes, it's in.
If you see some ratchet bending her 1, 2, 3, go, that's because girl don't know what she's doing. Look at that. How are you going to bend that nail? It's made out of gel. Girl, please. Girl, bye. But look at that, you guys. And now the X.
Said I seen the video and she was shocked because she still used them for 3 weeks and they were still strong no matter what.
Yeah, so I mean, not everybody likes McDonald's. So you gotta take it with a grain of salt.
Right. Antonia says hello, love.
Is that Antonia?
Okay, you guys, so I am back. This is what I came up with. Kind of like a simple mermaid kind of theme. And I tried to do like a little shell, seashell kind of thing. Right here, if you're curious what I used this OPI gel color. It's called Was It All Just a Dream? I've had it for a while. I can't remember what collection, that it came in. But it was my first time using it. And it's a beautiful color by itself. If you can see underneath, it's beautiful by itself, but yep, this is the color I used, and I used this Unichrome from Daily Charm. It is amazing and definitely worth the $25. I think that's what it cost, but this is awesome. Anyhow, let's jump right into it. So, yeah, anywho. So, this is the set. This is the side view. Off looking at it, granted, I'm still kind of new to nails, like 2, almost 3 years in. I do feel like it needs a stronger apex. If you were going to wear this length, this is the full length, no cut down. I still feel like it needs a better apex. At first, just looking at it and holding the nail and examining it, you know, I wasn't sure, but, or at least the thumb didn't look that bad at first glance. But putting them on, I've had them on for a couple hours now around the house. I haven't done anything really, besides like normal wash. Washed on my hands, put some cuticle oil on, and just normal, you know, house duties. I didn't clean or anything with them, but so this is what it looks like. But like I said, it looks a little flat to me right there. The C curve is great though. If you compare it, this is the Après Sculpted Stiletto Long. So if you look at the apex, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. I just feel like well, that has a bunch of stuff on it, but if you notice, this is just higher. It's like, I don't know, it's sturdy. These aren't going anywhere. They're not bending. That's been my experience so far and a couple other people's experiences so far. I will show you this if you are keeping it at this length. And yes, I know you can add gel on here for strength, but if you're going to leave this as a nail, like a regular nail, just, you know, bond it on and go, you can bend this. If you can see, you can bend that. This one, not so much, because it is like a hard shell nail, so it has a couple layers of gel on it, right? So that's where if you do, this is just top coat, a couple layers of top coat. This, not so much, because I have I used a bonding gel. This Daily Charms Stay Put Jelly. This is bomb. I think I mentioned it to you guys in another video. This is amazing. I would say it's comparable to, what do you call that? Jelly, gummy jelly. Enailcouture has a gummy jelly, but this is actually better. And that's no shade towards anyone. This is called Stay Put Jelly, and it actually stays put. So while you're working, you know, you can like squeeze this on, put your large stones on, and they don't slide. Even if you haven't cured it yet, they won't slide. But I did notice with gummy jelly, and a couple other people mention it, that once you put the gummy jelly on and the top coat, sometimes they slide. And as a, you know, a way to fix that or a solution, the owner did say, or Max did say, to use a flash cure to hold it in place really quick. But if you don't want a flash cure in between, this is awesome. It's definitely worth the money. I think it's $25 as well. Anyways, so yeah, these ones, they have some sort of coating on them, so they're probably not going to. This one, it just has a thick layer of top coat, and I use the Après top coat. But this is my thumb, and if you see, can you see that? So you definitely, these don't have an apex. It's just being honest. So you would have to build one. So in conclusion, this is only still a few hours of wear. They look beautiful. Like, you know, the nails, well, that's because I designed them. But I do like that there is options for a longer length. If you are going to get these, I would just set, and you're going to leave them at this length, consider that you are going to need to either do extra coats or a builder gel, or what do you call that? Or yeah, if you're wearing them shorter, it doesn't matter. So I had a few people comment like on my Facebook or in groups and say theirs didn't bend or they didn't have the issue. But the thing is, you have to look at like nail beds, my nail bed, how long it is compared to yours. And you have to also look at the length of the nail. Like I had the whole nail on, the regular nail on, and didn't cut it because I like my nails long. So other people were saying they didn't have issues, but I'm pretty sure a lot of them had shorter nails too. Like, because I did have 2 clients where I did shorter nails on and it worked for them. They didn't have issues because they didn't really need a huge, strong, you know, apex right there. They weren't wearing long nails. So they didn't have issues. So that's, you know, it's kind of weird. Well, it's hard to compare that. So some people who weren't having issues are saying that. That's something that I would consider. That mine are longer. I'm not cutting them down. I'm just wearing them. So the issue I have with this is that if this is a 1, 2, 3 go now, I would assume 1, 2, 3 go seems like something fast. Like you put it on and you're out of there. So for me, that means like prep, applying the nail, decorate, boom, you're out of there. So this is not that, because you have to build up on an Après sculpted nail. I have sculpted coffin and sculpted stiletto long. They do not bend. This would be a more appropriate name. Like if Après wanted to rename their product 1, 2, 3 go, I think they could get away with that name because it is like 1, 2, 3 go. You prep, put on your nail, decorate, you're out of there. So I just have an issue with the name, and I have an issue with like the demos, because I followed the demo and then suddenly, you know, it was a big deal. I got attacked for following the directions, and suddenly there's all these extra steps. So they're gonna get a thumbs down from me simply because I don't think it's 1, 2, 3 go. And I don't like how the owner handled the situation. I wasn't looking to, you know, bring down their company or anything, and I was looking to still support. And the sucky thing is that what happened was on December 21st, I got an email that the XXLs were out. So I went and purchased them right away directly from my email. I clicked on the link, purchased them. And then the weird thing was I got a notification that Max was going live on Facebook. And I'm like, usually I've been busy lately. I used to watch his lives and I've been busy, but I just so happened to have time and be home. So I click on his demo or his live, all excited to watch, you know, him do his thing like I usually would watch. And then out of nowhere, I hear him talking about the video that was posted and the person didn't do it right and they didn't have all their stuff. And it was like, whoa, is he talking to me? I didn't want to think he was talking to me, but something in my gut, like just the feeling, it wasn't sitting right with me. And he was even talking about this person didn't have, you know, 1,000 views and it had been 2 weeks. And, you know, when I was looking at YouTube, I only had 900 at the time. And, you know, it had been 2 weeks and I couldn't find any other negative reviews on YouTube on his 1, 2, 3 go nails. So I was like, you know, I think he's talking about me. But the first video, he was just kind of calm, like, oh, take it with a grain of salt, blah, blah, blah. But he did kind of accuse me of doing it wrong, not having the products. And he's like, oh, bye, Felicia, which I just thought it was uncalled for. But I was like, I'm going to leave it alone. But then I think it was Christmas Eve. I was at home and his Facebook story popped up. And usually it's your friends' Facebook stories. But for some reason, his Facebook story was showing like in view when I opened my phone. And I see the long nail with the lace on it. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a pretty nail. I can't wait, you know, for mine to come because I had just placed the order anyways. The 21st. So I click on it and it's him going like on a rant. Like, do you see this ratchet girl bending her nail, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh my God, he was talking about me like the whole time. And then let's say, even if he wasn't, let's say if he was talking about somebody else, I happen to be bending my nail. So of course I'm going to take offense to it. And it was just weird because like Saturday, it's all good. You know, you're like, take it with a grain of salt. It's good. And then suddenly, you know, a couple days later, you're just upset. And I don't know if it's because the numbers started going up on it, or maybe more people were asking him about it, or I don't know. So what I did as a follow-up action, because I was really disappointed and I was actually hurt that he had lashed out like that just for me sharing my own opinion, which I think I'm entitled to do. I ended up posting in a couple of Facebook groups where nail techs are and telling them about my experience. And then from there, I think a lot of people, that's probably how you guys found me, is through that. So I do appreciate you guys coming to check out my video, my channel, and just offer your support and tips. It's been great. But I don't know. Like I said, I won't be ordering from him just because he did that. I don't think you should be treated like that. And, you know, just on a funny note, you know, he did say I didn't have 1,000 views and had only been 2 weeks. I think currently, as of today, I'm at 4,500 views, which is more than any of the views he has on his video on this product. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in and also sending a strong message to him or offering that kind of support, whether you were here for support or you were just, you know, curious or whatever. You know, for someone being that snobby, that was just awesome to kind of have that little victory and have my video showing up as a top video right now. Also, he said, take it with a grain of salt. And it was funny because, you know, like I said, the 21st, it was take it with a grain of salt. And it looked like a couple days later, he might have took it more than a grain of salt. You know, probably had the whole bottle because he's like salty about the whole review. But yeah, just as, you know, since this will be my final time purchasing from Enailcouture, I wanted to give a final note to Max, or just let you guys in on a little secret. You know, the reason why these nails are named 1, 2, 3 go is because it's short for 1, 2, 3 go, as in go in the trash, because that's where these will be going.
Man, get that out of here.
I don't appreciate the disrespect. As you said, not everyone's gonna like McDonald's. I think I'm entitled to my opinion, and I shared it, and suddenly, you know, it blew up. But I'm glad that it did. But yeah, he will no longer get any more of my time or my money. What you guys choose to do with your money is your opinion. I'm not here to influence you. I just am simply here to do this review and share my experience with what happened. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, share. I just appreciate any feedback. I've enjoyed leaving comments down. I've been interacting with some of you guys in the comments section. Also, I do have an Instagram if you would like to follow me. It's dipped and pretty. But yeah, until next time.